again. We're fired up here already. Yeah, now we'll be right back. There you go.
Whoa!
When you do your
Look at that!
so
Look at that in stereo.
Yeah, your whoa is so loud.
I've gotten that for years about my whoa.
Whoa.
Do you prefer the Joey Lawrence whoa?
Whoa.
Is that where we're at?
Me.
No, I don't do the Joey Lawrence whoa. No. Maybe later. It has to be spontaneous if it comes out. Oh, I see. I can almost make it out. Is that Bengals? Is that a Bengal tiger?
They're tigers. So the theme. Oh, hi everybody. By the way.
Hey, thanks for finding the geek spot.
Yes. Do that thing first.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't hear this part of the show. My friend Al is sitting over here at a camera, and he can only hear my part, not yours.
Oh, well, that's usually better anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do this early tonight. So hey, thanks for finding the geek spot. If you're finding us on Apple or Spotify or Google Play or any of those other places, drop us a 5-star rating, give us a review, tell us what you think, tell us what you like. If you drop a review, we might read it on the show next week.
Yeah, and I have to start looking for them.
Yeah, and tell a friend and join the conversation.
Yes. Did you have a nice weekend?
I had a busy weekend.
It's got to be jarring to hear one side of a conversation.
I wasn't didn't gig this weekend. No. Went out though and saw some old friends.
Yes, you did.
Charles is back. Hey, Charles.
Hey, Charles. Haven't seen him in a while.
Hi to my mom too. She's out there.
Hi to your mom.
Went and saw some guys that I used to play with. I didn't realize that the one I first did a show with probably 22 years ago, his band opened up for mine.
Oh.
His band used to be called Admiral, but I went and saw them on Saturday night, a little acoustic thing out of Wilson's Pub, and it was good. Watched some stuff before that. I don't think I watched anything new. Still making my way through Arcane.
TV shows.
I did catch up on the latest Pam and Tommy, but most stuff didn't air this week.
Nope.
Because of the Olympics.
Yes.
So I'm waiting for all my CW stuff to finish. A lot of the shows have like 2 episodes left.
Do you want to hear what I watched this weekend?
Oh, I'm so excited. What'd you watch?
So first off, let's see. Friday night, I did a little Nick's roast beef. Went and saw a couple sets of Split, and out celebrating for Ange started a new job today, and we were doing a little celebrating. Not a lot of drinking, a little celebrating. Saturday was a board game day. Went over my friend Dan's. We played a whole bunch of different board games. We played one game from 1974 called King Oil.
Oh,
this game was terrible, but so much fun.
Was it like you're an oil tycoon kind of game?
And it's like this little board, and you there's like a little peg leg drill thing, and then you stick it in the holes, and if it, however high up it goes, the little thing, it'll tell you, yes, you have you could spend X amount of, you have to spend X amount of money. If it's like this much, you had to drill a lot. If it's this much, you had to drill a little. That
game sounds dirtier than you meant it.
It does. Okay. And then if there's nothing, then you put a cap on it. And then as you go, you buy new territories and
I feel like this is all code for some like pimp game.
No, it's like and it's because it's 1974, so it's like 500, 1,000, 5,000, and 10,000 were the denominations of money for oil.
That's good. That'll fill a tank.
Yeah, not coming soon. It won't. So it was fun. That game was fun. We played a bunch, and then Sunday I went to a Super Bowl party and did that.
Well, that's exciting. I watched some Super Bowl.
I did. I have a thing for the commercials later on.
All right.
because that's always the big, talking point. That and the halftime show, obviously.
Right.
And then there was a game around the commercials and halftime show, I guess.
Yeah, until the end when the refs decided to who was going to win the game and called it that way. And
they missed a call early on too. They missed
a
face mask early on, but
they knew there was plenty of time to recover from that.
Yes. As far as what I watched, I've been watching the other guys the last 2 nights.
Like the Mark Wahlberg, Ryan Gosling?
Yep.
The other guys? It's a great movie.
Will Ferrell.
Was it Will Ferrell?
It was Will Ferrell.
Oh, the other guys. Who am I thinking of then?
I don't know.
I'm thinking of Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, no. This is the I'm a peacock, let me fly.
Oh no.
Gators bitches better wear jimmies.
Yeah, no.
That movie? Okay.
Nope.
So that's all I've been doing. I haven't caught up on anything.
I don't remember that movie. Yeah, I'm not shocked.
No, not at all.
No, not in the slightest. No shock here on that. I need to figure out what the other guys is because it's going to bother me now.
Oh, you'll remember it when you say it. The movie opens up with Samuel Jackson and The Rock.
I never saw it. That's why.
Okay. It's actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
Put that on your list.
Maybe.
Okay.
I'll think about it.
Okay, so we'll start with sad news.
Oh no.
Well, Ivan Reitman passed away.
He did.
For those that do not know who Ivan Reitman is, he was a producer director. He was involved in lots and lots of movies over the years. Really good movies too, like Animal House, Stripes, Heavy Metal. Obviously, Ghostbusters.
Was he a producer on Heavy Metal? I didn't realize Ivan Reitman was involved with Heavy Metal.
He was a producer on it. Producer on Ghostbusters, Legal Eagles.
Was that the third movie that nobody talks about?
That is the 1986 Robert Redford, Deborah Winger, Daryl Hannah movie.
They were different. It wasn't Ghostbusters, Legal Eagles. There was 2 different movies.
No. Yes. Feds, Twins, Ghostbusters 2, Kindergarten Cop, Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, Beethoven, Dave. Dave was such a good movie.
Stripes is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Stripes is absolutely up there.
Dave is actually up there. I own very few DVDs and Blu-rays, and I own Dave.
Really? You own Dave?
I love Dave. It's a fantastic. Kevin Kline for those few years was really almost impossible to touch.
He's fantastic.
And then he just retired and was like, I'm done. I'm good. I'm just going to do plays in London. And that's what he did.
What else?
He was involved in I Love You, Man, Road Trip, Old
Space
School.
Jam, Private Parts. Road Trip is one of my favorite movies too. Like, really is. Old School Road Trip.
I mean, look, he
was in. I mean, we could keep going for another Hitchcock.
Yeah, I mean, he really wrote the story that a lot of us grew up to, right? Or was involved and helped direct it and make it happen. So he will definitely be missed. Jason seems to be going to carry on the legacy.
He's got 8 pre-production credits as a producer in progress right now, including Stripes, the TV series.
Oh no.
Yeah. Ghostbusters Ecto-Force.
Oh no.
Ghostbusters, an untitled animated Ghostbusters project. And then a couple other things. Triplets.
Triplets, yeah. The new
Yep.
Schwarzenegger and DeVito and
Eddie Murphy.
Tracy Morgan.
This says Eddie Murphy and Tracy Morgan. This has both of them on here.
That's maybe they're quadruplets.
All right. That definitely will be an interesting movie.
It'll be a movie, yeah.
It will be a movie. Yes. That's what it will be.
But I mean, huge bucket of win.
Huge bucket of win for him. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Remember him?
I do too. He was a sporting man.
Yes, Kate. Tiger shirt is in the house.
I think there was some blood involved in a movie or two. I think he was a cop.
He was
involved in time.
He was. He also did the splits in almost every single movie. like
He
full
did-
splits. Like,
Did he do him in Expendables 3? I can't remember.
no, I don't think he can do them anymore.
Oh, that's a shame.
He's old.
I
But
can't do him anymore.
Me either. I stopped.
Can't do him any less either.
No. He's actually retiring from action movies.
Oh, well, that's
Well,
good.
as Al's over here chuckling because he hasn't been in an action movie since Expendables.
No, and I don't think he was in one for 10 years before that.
No. Now, you want
He's
to
just going to do romantic comedies now?
Wait, you want to hear the premise for his last action movie? I
Yeah.
think you might like this. Okay. According to Deadline, Van Damme has announced his latest project, What's My Name, will be his final action movie he will work on. Van Damme will play a fictionalized version of himself suffering from amnesia following a car accident. Wait, it gets better. On a mission to restore his memory, Van Damme will have to square off against a who's who of enemies and actors returning from his previous movies.
Sounds a lot like Hard to Kill.
I can only hope Steven Seagal does something like this in his final action movie.
We can only hope Steven Seagal shows up in this one.
Did they fight?
I'm sure.
don't
I
think
feel
they
like
did
they
fight.
must have. They
No.
must have.
Did they fight?
Yeah.
No, they didn't fight.
Mm.
Oh, Jean-Claude Van Damme's a fake martial artist as opposed to the real martial artist, Steven Seagal.
Seagal wouldn't have had anything to do with him then.
Right.
Yeah.
But doesn't that sound kind of at least a little bit interesting that he's going to...
Sounds ridiculous.
It does
And
sound
will
ridiculous.
probably be super fun.
Now, if only James Gunn were directing it, it would be awesome.
There's time.
There is time.
There's time. By the way, the movie earlier I was trying to think of was The Nice Guys,
The Nice Guys.
which is actually super fun.
Not as good as the other guys.
I don't know. I mean, it's Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, but this is Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was right as Will Ferrell started to go like this. Ooh, with his funny movies.
Yeah. I feel like it was he was already there.
Well, it was after Old School.
Down here. At that point.
May of 2022, we should get a Clerks 3 trailer.
Yeah, I heard Kev say that on his on Fat Man Beyond last week.
It said the movie's locked. No more editing, no more tinkering.
Well, we'll see what Lionsgate makes him do still.
Bill Lawrence. You know who Bill Lawrence is?
I don't know that I do.
Bill Lawrence is the guy that created Ted Lasso. Well, co-creator of Ted Lasso. He's also the guy that created Scrubs.
He's the third guy.
Yeah.
Got it. Because there was 3 guys that created Ted Lasso.
And he's part of that. His first TV show was Spin City in 1996.
I was a big fan of Spin City.
So was I.
Even after they replaced Michael J. Fox.
He did Cougar Town.
Not a horrible show.
No. So he has just signed a 5-year, 9-figure sum to stay with Warner Brothers to create original content just for Warner Brothers.
To stay with he's with Warner Brothers?
Apparently this Ted Lasso thing is a subsidiary of Warner Brothers in some way.
But it's on Apple.
Right. Doesn't Apple own Warner Brothers?
No,
Or does
that's
Warner Brothers
HBO.
own Apple?
It's HBO
Oh.
Max.
Well, then that's a weird article, but he signed it.
It's the streaming things are very bizarre.
Yeah, they are. 5 years, 9 figures. Good for Bill.
For him. It's a lot of
Good for
figures.
Bill. Yeah, it is. As streaming services go, Daredevil and all the Marvel shows are leaving Netflix on March 1st.
Yeah, I mean, none of them are like rewatch shows, really.
Daredevil might be.
You could binge it. There are a lot.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is actually leaving on February 28th. That's
fine.
a binge. That's another show we can start over and do together.
Nope.
You sure?
I'm good.
I'm in the next to the last season now.
I'm good. I don't know that any of it matters anymore.
With truck driver.
Buddy, Sarge.
Thank you.
Sarge.
Yeah, no, there's none of that I would want to rewatch. I mean, I've already done an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. rewatch, and I don't need to go back and do that again. Really, because like you said, it doesn't matter because none of it works. None of it's canon anymore.
Yeah.
Unless that changes with this movie coming out.
Well, I think nothing after season 4 was canon.
You never know.
Nothing after the diner.
But what's coming out? A couple months that we're going to talk about.
Well, yeah. I mean, we
could speculate. Remember, did we ever talk about the Beauty and the Beast prequel, Little Town?
No, I don't
Oh.
believe we did. But
Oh, well, we don't have to because it's delayed indefinitely now.
Oh, it's a shame. That's the one with Gaston and the guy that plays Gaston and
Josh
Gad,
Gad
right?
and Luke Evans.
Yeah, they're fun. The two of them. I think I
Yeah.
watched a sing along with my kids, and they seem to enjoy
Nice.
themselves.
Well, not in this. They're not, because theirs is delayed indefinitely because of creative and scheduling conflicts.
Well, you're making a movie about a dick.
Yeah.
On Disney. So I don't know how you
We get a
effectively do
TV
that.
show about a dick on Disney, which means there's a lot of more episodes to go.
Yeah, that's not easy to negotiate there.
No. I'm speeding through what I have because there's a lot of other fun stuff to talk about. And this is the last thing before we get to the Super Bowl. Futurama Season 8 for Hulu. So the entire original cast is returning except Bender.
Yeah.
John DiMaggio, at this moment, has not reached a deal with them because he wants more money than what they're offering. From what I was reading, the entire cast was in serious negotiations trying to get a little bit more for what they think they're worth. It's going to be 20 episodes, so it's not just like a drop.
Didn't this show get canceled after season 4?
Yes.
And it's been brought back all these times now?
Yes. Last I looked, I think it was like 4 times it's been brought back. Yeah,
and on a different network every time, I think.
Yes. I love Futurama. I never watched the end of it. I never got to the end, but
I always enjoyed it, but I've never sought it out.
No. It's not like Sons of Anarchy for me or The Office where I got to go looking for it. Speaking of The Office, I do need to start a Parks and Rec rewatch now to go back to The Office again at some point.
Yeah, you enjoy that.
I will.
I will not do that. I'm so slowly getting through Psych every once in a while.
I have time. I mean, I don't even know if I'll watch this because I never watched the end of the original series. So,
well, I thought the last time the ending was great.
Apparently, they ended it perfectly.
Yeah, so I don't know why they'd go back here. Maybe they'll do an in between and go back a few years.
All right, Super Bowl commercials.
There was a few.
I'm staying away from the trailers because we'll talk about that after we talk about the commercials because I have a whole thing on just the trailers.
All right.
Was there a commercial that stood out for you? What was your favorite of all of these shit commercials that they showed?
Oh, I mean,
one
thing I have developed during the pandemic has been a love for Guy Fieri.
Mm-hmm.
His was pretty good. Hopefully nobody that works where I work is listening, but my favorite, honestly, was the T-Mobile home internet commercial with Zach Braff and Donald Faison.
Donald Faison, who will be the villain at the end of Legends this year.
No. No villain.
No villain?
He's probably going to be Booster Gold.
Booster Gold. Yes. So
he will be a cast member next year.
That. No. So Jack works for Verizon, and his favorite commercial was the T-Mobile one.
Okay.
Honestly,
could have gone on corporate brand and said it was the cable guy commercial, but which was good. Yes. However, those two were delightful.
It was just like because I watched Scrubs. Did you watch Scrubs?
Yeah.
Oh, so
that's perfect. Why I was in. I was like, yes. All right.
That was good for me. The Sopranos one for me was the best commercial of the night. The Jamie Lynn Sigler driving.
I can't believe they got AJ back.
What else is he doing?
I didn't say he was doing anything. I'm just surprised they got him back. And they got her out of Smallville. Who knew?
What?
She's on
Jamie Lynn Sigler?
Yeah, she's on Lois and Clark.
Really?
Nope.
No.
Yes.
You're thinking of Jenna Dewan, right?
No. No, she's Lana Lang.
No, that's Emmanuel Free.
Oh, dang it. What's she on then? Oh, she's on the other show that I watch.
Right.
Big Sky.
Okay.
They're both on Tuesdays. I get confused.
The other commercial with all the animals, as the Disney commercial where everybody was
the goats.
Yeah, that was good. I enjoyed that.
I was shocked at how Disney used their multiple spots.
Yeah.
And that there was no Warner Brothers ad the entire thing until there was an HBO one right at the end.
Right. Did you enjoy the commercial that was ripped off of Clerks with the Pringles can? It's literally ripped from Clerks.
Was
the
it?
guy that got his hand? You
Yeah,
don't
I
remember the guy got his hand stuck in the Pringles can in Clerks?
No, I've watched. I as big of a fan as I am, I haven't rewatched Clerks in probably 20
Neither
years.
have I, but I really should put a warning label on the package. But but you know what I felt, and we were talking about it where I was at, that most of these commercials seem to revolve either around cryptocurrency or charging your car.
Yeah, but that happens. Don't you remember a few years ago when they were all like .coms?
Yeah, but they were funny. These commercials weren't funny or good. Like this was like a real subpar commercial year, like super subpar.
Yeah, I mean, look, and they release them beforehand half the time now anyway. So,
I avoided them this year, and I wish I hadn't because
the one Bitcoin
sucked.
one was just weird. I was like, I think my TV broke.
They were all weird. There was no good Doritos one. Like Doritos usually has a really good one. The Clydesdale one was kind of lame. The Budweiser one was
the Toyota one up front though, a little bit of a tearjerker.
What, with the dog?
No, with the two brothers. The one brother going blind.
Yeah. No, that was good. The one with the blind brother was good.
Yeah.
But the one with the electronic dog, we were sitting there, and all the women at the party, and they're all going, "Oh," and Ray's like, "It's not a real dog. It's okay if it dies."
But it liked the real dog in the car.
There wasn't a real dog in the car.
Yeah, it was.
That's
why the dog went after him.
In the car, wasn't it?
No.
Oh, well, it still was stupid.
There was a dog it wanted to be friends with. It was in the back seat.
It was a stupid commercial.
Yeah, there was a lot left to be desired with commercials last night.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of it. But pivoting off of that to the trailers, there were some good trailers last night.
There were some good snippets, and then you had to go watch the trailer.
Yes. Well, that one we'll talk about in a little bit. But what did you think of the Lord of the Rings?
The Rings of Power, is that what it's called?
Rings of Power.
Whatever.
The first season
it
alone
looks like it might be good.
The first season alone cost $462 million.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, look, it was an impressive. I mean, think about it. So that's if it's how many episodes do you think they're going to be? Like 7, 8?
Well, the first 2 episodes are 3 hours long.
Really?
It's all backstory on.
Is it that damn prelude from Lord of the Rings trilogy? Fellowship of the Ring.
It might be. It's a prelude.
Well, look. So odds are it's going to be as longer than the extended cut of the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Yeah.
So and that probably cost about that much money. So if you keep up with the quality, even in the new technology that's available, you're going to hit about the same.
Let me see. Season 1 would span 8 episodes.
All right. So yeah. So that's going to be probably close to as long.
This is years before the movies that we know and love.
Yeah.
You're getting a young Elrond. You're getting a young Galadriel before she's powerful.
Yeah, it's. I mean, the problem with focusing it on characters from the books that survive is we know they survive, so that immediately takes away stakes.
Yes,
that's the problem with prequels in general. Is if it's focused on not totally different characters, you don't know what's going to happen, or you know what's going to happen, right? You know they're going to survive. You know they're going to be fine. So any harrowing situation they put them in is like, oh look, she's going to make it. I'm in. I'll watch it. It gives me a chance to go back and watch the original trilogy with the kids.
Yeah,
because I'm not going to make them read the books.
No, I don't even think I read all the books. I think I read The Hobbit, and I never read anything past that.
I read The Hobbit like 30 times.
I didn't.
I wrote a thesis paper on the Lord of the Rings.
A thesis paper?
Yeah, and a term paper in high school.
Interesting.
But I never read the books.
No,
I wanted to, but that preamble or prelude to Fellowship of the Ring is a solid like 40 pages of so and so begat so and so begat so and so, and I was like, nope, I'm out.
Wheel of Time does that too with the many pages of There's 3 books in the Wheel of Time series that you don't even need to read because literally it's just them moving and camping and moving and camping and moving and camping. It's terrible.
It's exciting. Maybe that'll be season 9.
Maybe. I don't know if they get there. We had another Moon Knight trailer that looked sensational.
It looked. I hate how good that looks.
Because you're gonna like Oscar Isaac at the end of this.
I won't. I still won't like Oscar Isaac, but I will. I will be down with Mark Spector.
Yeah. There was a Doctor Strange teaser that we're going to talk about in a couple minutes because there's a lot to unpack in this trailer. That watch the teaser, then go watch it online.
I was screwed up for the rest of the game from a timing perspective because I went and watched that trailer 3 times.
Yeah, I didn't. I went up. So what I did was I went to the bathroom not long after you texted me to go watch it, and I missed some of the audio cues in that until I got home today, and I rewatched it, and I went, "Oh, that's that! Oh, yeah." What else?
Yeah, well, and so before the game, though,
yes,
which is why Warner Brothers didn't have a big ad during the game, is they dropped a year trailer for the whole year.
Yes, that's the one with The Rock.
It's
the Black Adam.
It's got Black Adam. It's got Flash. It's got Batman. It's got Aquaman. It's got new scenes from all of them. You get your first view of Hawkman.
It looks great.
Adam Smasher
awesome.
of Dr. Fate. You get your sneak peek of all the different movies coming out. And it's footage from The Flash we've already seen.
Right.
Footage from Aquaman. I think we've seen most of it, but it has him on the throne in the classic costume, which is pretty cool.
Can we not have the Flash be the Flash? Can we get rid of him yet?
Soon. I'm hoping Flash runs away at the end of the movie and just we don't see him anymore. So I thought that was really good. The Jurassic World Dominion.
That was the next one on my list here was Jurassic World Dominion. I still have not seen a Jurassic World movie after the first one.
Well, then this is the movie for you.
Yeah, they're bringing back the original cast.
They're going to tie all 6 movies together.
Now, do you think this will be the last one?
Yes. With these people.
And then they'll just bring new people
then
in.
Then they're going to reboot. Like reboot. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Chris Pratt. I haven't seen anything after the first one.
Chris Pratt ones are both good.
Yeah, no, that's what Al just whispered to me softly in my ear.
The second one is the way that it loops stuff back around to the original is fantastic.
Right.
The first one's like blunt, like, hey, we found this stuff and brought it back. The second one has all these things that tie back to the original series really, really smartly.
We had a trailer for Nope, and that's how I feel about that movie.
I mean, look, Get Out was fascinating, but when your hook is the same hook, like, oh, this is going to be not what you think it is, like, okay. It's the M. Night Shyamalan problem, right? Like, Sixth Sense, phenomenal.
Right.
Invincible, still okay.
Right.
And then it went.
Then it went Predictable City. Then
he went Signs, and then you have Ladies in Water and Villages, and it was all over.
We had a Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I feel like most of this. I don't think that was a new trailer though.
No, I didn't. I never watched the other ones, so I didn't know if that was new or not. What about the Lost City?
So I saw a full-length trailer for that in the movies.
I
think we talked about it, didn't we?
We did. We did because I love Sandra Bullock.
I remember talking about Brad Pitt.
You did. You talked about Brad Pitt.
But there was 58
freaking years old.
Yeah, there's a full-length trailer on that, and it looks super fun. I likened it to Romancing the Stone. Right.
There was a big Netflix 2022 movie preview thing that I didn't, then the DC thing that you mentioned. And then again, I'm not interested in this, but there was a lot of Peacock stuff. And
there's that.
Oh, I can't. I mean, I'll watch the first episode, but
good. More power to you. There's 3 episodes out now.
Already. Yeah, I'll just watch 3. I'll watch the first. Oh, it's out already?
Yeah, it came out last week. That's why they were pushing it so hard all weekend because it dropped last week.
Not too dark. It's more of a serious
It's more of a series, right? Which is not what I want in my Bel Air.
So the lead character, Jabari, what's his last name?
Parker.
No,
That's the football player, I think.
yeah, no. What's the name of the family?
No, Banks.
Banks. His name's actually Jabari Banks.
Oh,
in real life. They're saying he's actually from West Philly. I've seen multiple things say like, oh, he's from West Philly. So he's from Atlanta.
Okay.
And he went to high school in Maryland.
He's from Atlanta.
He has
Maryland.
Family in West Philly, supposedly.
Oh, this is for the show. So
This is in real life.
Oh,
no, in real life. Like they're saying the guy. Oh, and the actor they picked is from West Philly, just like Will Smith. No, not at all. He went to college at University of the Arts.
No.
So that's his only real Philly connection, besides like a cousin or twice removed.
So
or
he's
something.
not. So they did not get an actor from West Philly.
No, not at all.
Born and raised.
Not in any way, shape, or form.
No.
But he's like, yeah, I'm sure. I'm like, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm not into. I'll watch. Like I said, I'll try the first episode, and I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll like it. But unlike the Mighty Ducks that I hate watched the season of, I'm not going to hate watch this.
No, I don't blame
hate watch them.
I'm not going to watch any of Bel Air. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give the first episode a try, and for me, that's something.
It is, but it'll be like 6 months till you give it a try.
No, I'll do it this week.
Okay.
Ish. There was a trailer for Lightyear again, which probably was the same one, right? Or no?
I missed that one, but I'm sure it was the same as the trailer they released a little while ago.
And that's it. Where do I want to go next? I have. So we. You know what? Let's just do this. We'll go to Star Wars next.
No, yeah, but let's save that till we hit Boba.
There's
a whole series finale we got to talk about with Boba Fett.
I know. Do you want to save that to the end and dig into the Marvel stuff first?
Yeah, let's hit up Strange, and then we'll do Peacemaker, and then we'll do Boba.
Okay, that's good. So, Doctor Strange trailer was awesome.
Yeah, and it feels like there's spoilers to this, but there's not. It's just a movie trailer.
It's just a movie trailer. It does feel like spoilers. So my friend sent me a picture that he thought. So he thinks. Hang on, let me get this picture up for you. And I'll tell you what he thought, and then I shut him down right away.
That's a good picture. It looks just like us. Are we in the movie?
We are in the movie.
That is amazing. I'm excited to be in this movie.
So for those listening at home and not watching, this is the picture that he said was Superior Iron Man. Now, granted, it does look like a male face in there, but I would say that this is Monica Rambeau.
100%.
Okay.
I've even read other articles saying that is Monica Rambeau.
It definitely looks like a male face up around here, but I think that I also think that's Monica Rambeau.
Though I don't know where we left Monica Rambeau at the end of WandaVision, how that ties into this.
No.
Right, that doesn't really line up at all.
Now, this picture...
I have a feeling this Doctor Strange movie is going to be a solid 3 hours long because they got to
be 3 hours.
A lot of ground to cover.
Where is? So in the picture of the poster, there is it's like a mirror breaking. I can't find the picture with what I'm looking.
With the one with him and America Chavez going through?
No, this is just a picture of him. So this is here. I'll show you here.
It still looks like
this is the movie poster.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
So in one of these shards, somewhere along here, is the Captain Britain shield.
But Captain Britain doesn't have a shield.
Peggy Carter. Sorry.
Okay.
That Captain Britain. Is that her name?
Got it. No,
Captain Carter.
Captain
Sorry.
Carter, yeah.
Thank you, Al. Captain Carter. So somewhere in here is a Captain Carter shield.
All right.
I'm not 100% sure.
But are we gonna get a beefed up Haley Atwell?
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with a Haley Atwell, beefed up or not beefed up. Give me.
Yeah, I mean, but that goes back to where we left her off. Finding Steve.
Right. But
Right.
now, do you bring in little skinny Steve too, or do you just bring Captain Carter in?
Well, right. That's the dilemma, right?
Right. So this movie is going to be just chock full of cameos. I've already seen rumors of people from the last Spider-Man movie being in it. 2 of the actors that showed up. There's the rumor of the Superior Iron Man being played by not Robert Downey Jr., but by Tom freaking Cruise, which doesn't make me thrilled.
No, but I mean, he would have been the one cast back in the 80s if they would.
He would have been the one
tech.
cast in the 80s.
Which I don't know if you heard the latest on him. He's Mission Impossible 7's getting delayed again.
Again? Didn't it?
Ballooning costs.
Yeah, well, they keep the stretch. They keep.
It's going to be over $300 million to make that movie.
Jesus. So here's the rumors of characters. This is a quick little list. Obviously, Hugh Jackman. I've also heard Daniel Radcliffe is going to be Wolverine in this.
No.
Al just fell over laughing.
I would take Efron over Daniel Radcliffe.
So Hugh Jackman is rumored. Professor Xavier is confirmed because if you watch the trailer and you listen to the voice, that is 1,000,000% Patrick Stewart's voice.
I think that's a red herring.
I think that Patrick Stewart is absolutely going to be one of the Illuminati.
Because I don't know where he would fit in.
He would fit in as an alternate dimension, an alternate dimension Illuminati.
Yeah.
Isn't the Illuminati, isn't it Mordo, Professor Xavier, Iron Man, Superior Iron Man, and that other weird Doctor Strange? One of the Doctor Stranges?
So they had one that was the collective just in the regular Marvel universe. That was Reed Richards, Black Panther.
Yeah, he's the other one.
But Reed Richards, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, Tony Stark, and Professor X was not in that in the regular Marvel.
Okay. Well, this is...
But they need one from this universe. But I don't know, because then you pull in that now that Dr. or Professor X already has contact with all these other people.
Right.
So I feel like they only threw that in there as a red herring. That and Patrick Stewart, let's be honest, is like 1,000 years old now.
He's very old. He's only got one more season of Picard left to go.
Season 4?
3. They're done after 3. This is 2 coming out, and then 3, and that's it. They said there's no more after 3. Tom Cruise's Iron Man is another rumor, which yuck.
Mm-hmm.
John Krasinski is Reed Richards, which everybody's been, that's as popular as the engineer was in WandaVision.
If you don't get Emily Blunt as Invisible Girl, then it's not worth it.
Tobey Maguire is Spider-Man.
Okay.
I can see that. Michael Fassbender is Magneto. Now I think this list is just pulling names out of a hat, because why would you bring Patrick Stewart and not Ian McKellen?
I don't know how. Well, one's older than the other by quite a bit.
Are they?
Yeah, one is not really done a lot and was struggling a lot in his last movie.
Where's Ian McKellen? 82.
Okay, maybe not a lot older then.
And Patrick is 81. He's a year older.
So look, very far apart.
Yes, very far apart.
Months difference.
Sophie Turner is Jean Grey.
Nope.
Don't need it.
She was a horrible Jean Grey.
This isn't real. Black Bolt.
Anson Mount.
It doesn't have an actor. It just has the picture of Black Bolt.
Look, Anson Mount would have been great if you would have put him in costume.
What about Vin Diesel as Black Bolt? He's long wanted to play the role, according to this.
I mean, he already gets to speak as Groot, so he says he uses his whole vocabulary there. I guess he doesn't have to speak as Black Bolt. So.
Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
If you give me a Nick Cage cameo in this movie, I'm in. I'm all over it.
I'll take Nick Cage cameos all day.
Deadpool, I actually have heard that is possible.
Maybe.
Captain Carter.
I mean,
Loki.
I know. No, he's confirmed.
He's confirmed. Yes.
Loki and the Variant, and I think Owen Wilson are confirmed. Yeah, Sylvie.
Sylvie will probably be there. Morbius, yes. Monica Rambeau, we're 99% sure she's.
She was in the trailer.
Hydra, Steve Rogers.
No, Chris
they're
Evans
just-
is not coming
This
back.
is at the point where they're just now Ultron. I can believe that, yeah, because of the robots, right?
So they're the Iron Man from that stretch before he converted the bodies over. Yeah.
So I have a list that we can do or not do. That is basically 26 story reveals and secrets.
No.
Okay, I'm fine with that. Look, like I said, I grabbed the stuff, and I like.
Was that for Doctor Strange? 26?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, we don't need that right.
Because they're all made up.
We can do that later. We can do that when we get more later on. It comes out soon, doesn't it? A couple months? May 2022.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for it.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait for it to come out. And
No.
I want no more trailers. I just want the movie.
No more
this
trailers. I'm gonna do the same thing with this that I did with Spider-Man. Stop looking now. Like that's it.
Yeah.
I don't want any more. As of 1 day ago, Spider-Man No Way Home was $1 million away from topping Avatar domestically.
I thought it already took out Avatar domestically.
No. Nope. No, it got knocked off last week.
Did they re-release Avatar somewhere?
No, not yet. But it wouldn't surprise me if they did.
Well, in the past week, Death on the Nile took it out, and I think
Yeah.
Marry Me came in like 50th.
Yeah, because they're dicks, so it wouldn't surprise me if they did either.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that, and we'll see Moon Knight in March. I'm excited for that. I'd love a Moon Knight cameo in Doctor Strange.
I would love a Moon Knight cameo. That'd be great.
And I'm hoping that Matt Murdock shows up to be his lure at this weird multiversal tribunal.
We need more Matt Murdock. The new Miss Marvel. America Chavez is going to be in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's America Chavez.
It's America Chavez. She's in the trailer quite a bit.
Yeah. I got good news for you.
Uh-oh.
For the DC universe.
Oh, what's that?
Zack Snyder's making a Rebel Moon movie. No, wait. It gets better.
Nope.
Guess who he cast?
No.
Guess who he cast? Your favorite DC universe actor.
A little Ezra?
Nope. You like him even more than Ezra.
Really? Do I?
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Yeah, it is.
Who else do I like in the DC universe?
Ray Fisher.
Oh.
He just sighed.
But that's
he's watching your face. He's like, I saw the look of disappointment. Yep.
Yeah. What's Rebel Moon? Is this the Star Wars thing? This is the Star Wars thing, right?
He
wanted to write a Star Wars
original.
movie.
This
no,
is
I know.
It is
right.
a Netflix original.
It was supposed to be a Star Wars movie that he wrote.
Yes, this is a standalone entity now.
Oh, I won't watch that.
The film follows a small galactic colony that is overtaken by a tyrannical army. A brave woman, set to be played by the mummy Sofia Boutella, is then sent on an adventure to find a hero to save the community from dictatorship. Please let Ray Fisher be that hero.
Yeah, I'm out. For so many reasons, I'm out. I did watch Army of Thieves and enjoyed that, but I think Zack Snyder just had to do with the executive producer of that, but not the actual.
Ray Fisher was not in that.
No, it was super fun though. You would like it because it's pre-zombies. There's no zombies in it.
Oh, good.
It's like a prequel.
I am the only zombie thing I am going to enjoy is going to be Doctor Strange, and that is just pushing it to the edge of my zombie like.
Speaking of zombies, before we hop over to DC.
Yes, we're in DC though.
We already moved. Wow, that was a smooth transition there.
Thank you. I did it without actually acknowledging it this time.
Yeah. If you have AMC Plus, the new Walking Dead already dropped yesterday.
I'm good.
It's so good.
I believe you that it's
stoked.
Good. I believe you that it's good.
About the final season part due.
Is this like actually it? They're not doing any more after this?
Oh, there's a shit ton of spinoffs.
Oh, good.
But no, this is the final season. They did it in 3 sections. And the section last night moved more story in one episode of Walking Dead than they usually move in like a season.
Wow.
It's great. And I'm super psyched to see where they go.
So Peacemaker is a show that is on the DC universe that we're going to talk about.
Yeah,
and if you have not watched the last episode of Peacemaker, It says spoiler time at the bottom. So if you're listening and you're not watching, it's at 44 minutes and 45 minutes. 45 minutes. You pause, you go watch Peacemaker. May as well watch Boba Fett while you're at it because we're going right into that next. Then you come back, then you listen to the rest of the podcast. I can talk.
Yeah. So lots to unpack in this penultimate episode.
Let me tell you that I tried to explain this to someone that doesn't watch Peacemaker, and my selling point was, well, Robert Patrick plays a white supremacist, but he plays them really well. And it didn't come out the way I wanted it to come out.
Yeah.
And if you happen to watch the episode with captions on, all the guys with the hoods on are labeled racist thug.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
With the little bunny ears on all their things.
With the little bunny ears. So what did you think of this episode?
I thought the opening really tied back to you find out why Home Sweet Home was such a cathartic song for him to play in the last episode.
Yes.
It's the last song you listened to with his brother. And then you get to deal with him finally accepting the fact that his dad's just a horrible human being that would rather kill him than anything else. A little disappointed with what they did with the Peacemaker helmets, because now he doesn't have a helmet, which is weird because that's
he's got no helmet now.
You know my take on all of these superhero things is like, just leave him in the costume. I want to see the costume. I can see the actor and 100 other things and look at his face. I'm good. Put him in costume. You
got White Dragon,
right? Which was great. And Robert, you didn't need his face off, but they still took the mask off at the end. I was like,
well, yeah, because you got to have the dialogue, and then when he shoots him in the head,
just let him talk in the costume. It's fine.
Spoiler after the spoiler that he shoots his father in the head and kills him.
Yeah. Which was a huge moment for Chris, right?
Yeah, that was a pretty big moment.
And somehow Vigilante has super healing, I guess. I don't know what they're explaining that away.
I don't know. He got caught.
He got blown up,
and then he was fine.
And but then he was struggling and passing out, and then they went to a vet, and he's good.
Yeah. Well, the vet fixed him, right?
And the vet fixed Eagly.
They did.
That's why they went to the vet, was for Eagly.
I really thought they were going to kill Eagly, and if they had killed Eagly, Eagly's his eagle. It's a CGI eagle that hugs him. And it's awesome. Eagly's awesome. I mean, Eagly's awesome.
And you guys see Eagly in action. Yes, Eagly fight.
Eagly was great. Eagly fucks some dudes up. Language.
Yeah. And I mean, we got the tragic end to Myrn, which I didn't expect that to happen.
Didn't expect Myrn to die either. Not like that.
And you get the team coming to their own, and I'm really excited to see what Harcourt does.
Yep.
Now as the lead of the team. Looks like she's kind of opening up to everybody, but where do you go from here?
That's nepotism right there.
A little bit.
James Gunn casting his girlfriend to be the lead of the team.
She's hot and she's really good in the role though, so it's okay.
She is hot, yeah. Peacemaker
G continues to be great, and Daniel Brooks is fantastic.
The whole cast has been great.
Yeah, and they all get to do heavy lifting. The wonderful thing about James Gunn is that he has no qualms about pulling all these emotional things going on next to this crazy, bloody, gore, horror mess and just infusing comedy in it, but then hitting these really deep, heartfelt moments through it. It's great.
Apparently there was a Raiders of the Lost Ark homage in the episode. After Peacemaker is able to evade White Dragon's gang, he meets back up with Vigilante and John to drive away from them. It is only then that they realize that Peacemaker's other helmets are in the car and need to be removed, so they can't be tracked again. When he exits the car, he runs a nearby tree line to toss the bag full of helmets into the woods. White Dragon's followers emerge and begin chasing him. He turns and runs as Indiana Jones did in Raiders of the Lost Ark, and that was planned like that.
Oh, all right. Well, I think that happens more than Raiders of the Lost Ark, right?
Yeah.
I think that happened to them in Last Crusade, too.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a staple of those movies that happens. And actually, didn't it all start in A New Hope when he ran around the corner? And,
100%.
And let's see. We had Peacemaker's facial exercises after he shoots his father.
Man, I mean, I'm sure to keep your face that toned, you got to do exercise all the time. But I don't know if now's the right time, man.
He's crying. So the cow is kind of weird.
Well, it makes sense why they call it the cow because they were milking it.
Yeah, that's the cow.
It's a big grub.
No, it doesn't look like a cub. It's
grub.
Really grub. It's a grub.
It's a big grub.
Yeah. Yeah.
With like one tooth. Which I can't wait to see what they do with that because I feel like that's what James Gunn was dancing around saying, I can't believe they're letting me do this. Is something involving the cow and the characters.
I know,
and I have a feeling it involves udders.
I know someone. I know someone that comes out and sees. Never mind. With that one tooth. I thought it was great. I'm like really excited for Thursday now.
Yeah.
Like that's all I have to watch this week. Basically, is that Pam and Tommy. Obviously, I'm caught up on that also.
All right, yeah.
Yes,
the latest episode of that was the best episode so far, I think.
I'm just curious as to how it all played. Like, I mean, I googled it and I looked up what happens to each of the characters, so I know. But the way they're playing it out, it's actually been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I the first few episodes were super uncomfortable for me. I just found them.
Well, I hope there's no more penis. Is all I'm hoping for.
You never know.
I know it's prosthetic. So is Mark Wahlberg's.
Well, that would have been weird if it wasn't, since it moved around and talked. If
it wasn't prosthetic and it moved around and talked, that's some wholly different.
He would have been getting a lot more gigs and a lot more different movies.
Yeah, his role is his chance to become Luke Skywalker would be way different.
I think it's probably way less after that scene already. So
I mean, you never know.
Look,
you never know.
And we've proven, not on this week's, as we move over to Star Wars.
Are you watching my screen? Are
you
looking at what I pull up?
No. As we've already seen, they don't need to cast anybody to do any of these roles. No. It's actually a name. They can just superimpose your face over it.
Basically. And not tell the original actor that you're doing it.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. I mean, it's Mark Hamill. He's going to be like, oh, yeah, I had no idea.
Before we go over to that show, there is a Star Wars, there's an unopened 1984 VHS copy of the original Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, that is expected to sell for $60,000 at an auction. I feel that's low. I feel like that's kind of low.
Well, look, I mean,
unopened? It's original, non-fucked with George Lucas episode? Like pre-George Lucas, I need to add and color and add?
Yeah, which are hard to find now.
There's not a lot of them out there.
No, but it's also VHS quality, though.
That's true. That's true.
And until you open it, you have no idea how it was stored for the last 40 years.
So $60,000, that's still a lot of money.
So you might open that, play it, and just be like, whoa.
I'd be happy with $60,000.
Yeah.
Star Wars is reportedly planning a new post-sequel trilogy Jedi Order project.
Nope.
Brand new report claims that Lucasfilm is actively developing a new Star Wars trilogy set after the sequels about the revamped Jedi Order.
Starring Rey?
I hope.
No.
I hope. I didn't read through this.
Is she going to be a dick right away when she starts her new Jedi Academy? Is that going to be the plan? Ahsoka's going to show up, and then Rey's going to turn into a dick.
Former Vanity Fair reporter Joanna Robinson, who I actually listened to, did a Lost rewatch podcast, and it was actually decent. Revealed on the Ringer Verse podcast that she's heard whispers that Lucasfilm is actively developing a new trilogy that tackles a revamped Jedi Order. That's what it is. You know that would have to be partially to do with Rey.
Yeah, look, I don't need movies. I think Star Wars is doing better on TV.
Yeah, I don't need it. I'm okay with it.
But they're turning into a I'm just going to show you what toys I have and play with those versus like I'm going to tell you a good story.
Well, yeah. Obi-Wan.
No trailer. How about that?
No.
How many people thought that was going to be the trailer that
thought there would
dropped
be a
during the
trailer
Super
for
Bowl?
Super Bowl, nothing. It's coming out 45 years to the day A New Hope came out. 45 years to the day. It's really good timing, almost like they planned this.
Yeah, it's good. Look, it'll be fine when it comes out. I suppose I've heard things. You get a lot of different Darth Vaders. There's 3 different people playing Darth Vader.
Really? 3 different Darth Vaders?
Yep.
Dream sequences?
One does the action sequences. One does the standing sequences as Darth, and then we get back to tank Hayden and flashback Hayden.
So wait, say that again. I'm gonna repeat that for Al.
So you get flashback and back to tank
and back to tank
Hayden.
Uh-huh.
Then you get like the actual scenes as Darth Vader that are normal scenes.
The normal Darth Vader scenes. But
that's another actor. And then there's another actor that does all the action scenes.
Right. One that does the action scenes, one that does the standing and talking, and then
because if we've proven nothing with the Mandalorian,
right.
You don't need the guy playing the character to be there anymore.
So this takes place 2 years before. Well, no, wait. Hold on. A lot more will happen at the time. Obi-Wan's final duel with Darth Maul takes place 2 years before A New Hope. So this is before that, I assume.
Well, there's 16 years in there, right? 17 years?
Yeah, and there's rumors of a water planet where he's going to go, and he's going to have a little adventure on a water planet. So he's not going to be on Tatooine the whole time, like we joked around when this first came out.
Yeah, no, we saw plenty of spaceships in the behind the scenes stuff.
And there's supposed to be an Inquisitor.
Yeah, they just cast the Rupert Grint as the not Rupert Grint, Rupert Friend.
Not Rupert Grint.
Find friend.
They did not cast Ron Weasley as an Inquisitor.
That'd be great. Rupert Friend.
That'd be phenomenal.
Yeah, Rupert as a Grand Inquisitor.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see what they can do with it. I mean, you know, they've been for me, they have a 95% hit on TV shows. It's not 100%. 95 is being generous after the last thing.
Yeah, look, they're really good at the callback.
Just the Star Wars parts. Yeah.
2.5.
Yeah, 2.5.
Well,
yeah,
and Boba Fett's really was only half about Boba Fett.
And
about
Ahsoka cast another character. They cast Ray Stevenson as a villainous admiral that is not Thrawn, but Thrawn is going to be the main antagonist of that series.
It's fine. Just stop talking about it and put it out. Like,
show me who it is. Right. Show me who it is.
Speaking of that, Rosario Dawson is now single again, Frank. You have a shot.
Really?
She and Cory Booker broke up over the weekend.
I didn't know she was with anyone.
Do you know who Cory Booker is?
Is he a wrestler?
No.
Who's Cory Booker?
He's a senator.
Rosario Dawson's not dating him anymore. They broke up. Maybe he didn't want to go ask him out.
The mayor of Newark.
Maybe he didn't want to go ask him out.
Wow, maybe. It's a little Clerks 2 reference. Anybody that wasn't sure where we got that.
So as we slide over to the Boba Fett finale, if you have not seen it, your loss.
I will say, since we are on Disney Plus on our way there, to go check out the making of Hawkeye.
I've been delaying watching that. I'll probably watch that tomorrow during work. I mean, I'll be working tomorrow.
Yep.
So before we get into the actual bits and pieces of the episode, Pedro Pascal was not in the costume as you had speculated last week.
Not a shock.
But no, I don't think he was there at all. I think literally he just did voice lines because he's been doing The Last of Us. And there's a scene, there's pictures of Bryce Dallas Howard on when he took the intergalactic cruiser and he talked to the little Greedo kid. There's pictures of the guy that plays him with his helmet off. John Wayne's grandson.
Nice.
Yeah. Huh?
Well, yeah, I mean, Pedro Pascal literally phoned it in.
Well, he doesn't have to. Pedro Pascal doesn't have to do anything. He could have actually been on the phone recording his lines.
He probably was. He probably recorded it on a phone.
Here's an episode. Here's an article from Screen Rant by a guy named Thomas Bacon. Great name. The title of the article is "Boba Fett was a disaster. Everything that went wrong." And then he goes into his article that I haven't read.
I think his name used to be Thomas Porkfat.
I think
but he had changed it for his.
I'll bring that up in a second. Dude, so wrong. So let me.
So what'd you think of the finale there, in the series as a whole?
I gave the finale a 6 out of 10.
Oh, you went down. It was 7 out of 10 last week.
I did. I gave it a lot more thought, and the action scenes just weren't up to par to what they've done in the past.
No, not at all.
It felt rushed. It felt cobbled together, and there was very clumsy is a good word, and it just felt like something was missing from it. Like it wasn't. It just
wasn't epic.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't epic. It wasn't like, oh my God. And you got a lot more oh my God in The Mandalorian, even when they were doing like a look back. Hey, let's do 2 episodes, then let's look back 2 episodes, then let's do 2 episodes and look back 2 episodes. Yes.
They were not.
As my friend said, they basically just threw a whole bunch of characters in at the end.
I think you knew it was going to be bad when, to start it, they had to cut to Fennec Shand telling the people that came up with the plan what the plan was for no good reason.
Right.
And I was like, oh, so you're going to split them up.
Mm-hmm.
That always goes well. It was very predictable, which is not what we have come to expect from our television, I think, is what the thing is, right? We expect oohs and ahs, not like, oh, all right.
So anticlimactic.
For instance, like they picked the worst spot to use as their fortress because, he has a fortress.
Right.
That he chose to not use.
So instead of using the fortress, they used a burned out building that had just been...
And then when they went to fight, they didn't even use the building. They just stood in front of it.
Right.
While they were open on 3 sides.
Right.
Which is the worst possible way to defend yourself.
Yes. Did you have a moment when the X-Wing showed up that you actually thought Luke was going to jump out and help save the day on Tatooine?
Not at all.
No? You didn't even think it a little bit?
No,
I had the tiny... Well, I thought it might be him, but then, like, as it's coming down, I went, but they already did that. Like, they already gave you that who's in the X-Wing thing, and it was Luke. And
look, maybe Favreau only had, like, 20 episodes in him.
I don't know. I will say seeing Grogu pop up out of the canopy was cute, and I enjoyed that.
It was, and Grogu's fine. And he's wearing the shirt under his robe.
Right. Well, that's what he should do. Get him some fucking pants. Get him out of the robe. Put the little guy in pants. No wonder he can't jump. I said this last week. Sorry.
It's funny when you pull the robe up, he's actually built like an owl.
Oh, yeah, because he's got little owl legs, right?
No, owl's legs are like this long.
Oh,
have you never seen an owl?
No.
Oh, you got to look it up. Have Al pull up. Have him pull up pictures of an owl's legs. It'll scar you for life.
They killed off the Gamorrean guards. Okay, that sucked, but whatever. The Wookiee, God, did he take a lot of damage, man?
Except for the part where he forgot his ankle was busted up.
Except for the part he forgot his ankle was busted. I don't know. I just felt it was. Look, you could have just done Boba Fett's cameo in The Mandalorian and stopped right there. And he's a badass. And he looks like a badass. And you win. And you didn't do that. You actually made him look the complete opposite of a badass the whole series. Like a little bit with the Tuskens, he looked, I get that. But after that, like, seriously?
Yeah, there was a lot not good. I have very strong feelings about what they did to Boba during the course of this series. The mystery surrounding Boba was great. What they ended up doing to him was
It sucked what they did to him.
they made him Tamara Morrison instead of letting him be Boba Fett.
Yep.
Um,
Well, no, like, well, so what Jack said is they made him Tamara Morrison instead of letting him be Boba Fett. So yeah, in a sense. Sorry.
yeah, I mean that's the issue, right? Like that's
Okay. Do you think Cad Bane is dead?
I hope not, because they wasted that character.
They would have, yeah. So what I picked from that was that the thing was beeping, and that's why he wasn't dead. But what I read somewhere else was that when his hat came off, that means he's dead. There's something with that species, and when the hat comes off, that means you're dead.
Yeah, I felt that they lost a lot of opportunities there because I mean, you never got the Fennec Shed Cad Bane rematch.
So that also was a problem I had, was the fact that they're literally standing there across from each other. Why was there not any dialogue between Fennec and Cad Bane in any way, shape, or form?
Correct. I also need to show you this.
Oh, no, I'm not adding that to the stream.
That's
Oh,
I need to
what the
show you
hell?
what an owl looks like. Are you sharing that?
Yeah,
You are.
that's what an owl looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what owl legs are like. I'm betting that's what
yeah.
Grogu looks like
He
underneath
thinks that's what Grogu looks like
underneath the robe. So yeah, so oh look, Pete chimed in.
He did. No, go ahead. I can hear you.
In
So-
Clone Wars, Cad Bane has
So-
a droid assistant.
Pete, what were you going with? Nope, not at all.
Blinking light is to let the droid know to come get it.
Oh, okay. So what Al said was in the Clone Wars, remember Cad Bane had the little droid assistant, right?
Yeah.
And the red light is to signal the droid to come and get him.
Right.
Okay, so maybe he's not dead.
Yeah, I hope not. I mean, I hate that they would have brought that character in just to get rid of him.
Yeah, that would that
Because there was
feels
so much excitement, and honestly, way more of a badass bounty hunter than
Oh, he didn't think Luke was in the X-wing either. He knew Grogu was fighting it, flying.
Yeah,
it.
I was with you. But yeah, I think Cad Bane was a much more badass character than Boba in this series.
Cad Bane was
Because,
infinitely more badass than Boba Fett in this series.
Way more, good lord.
And there was
and I had a reason behind why Cad Bane was doing what he was doing for money.
Yep.
I don't understand why Boba is doing anything that he does in this show.
Now, someone explained that to me as Boba had always been a solo person, and that his time with the Tuskens taught him about family, and that's why he went and took over the criminal world of Tatooine, was because he wouldn't be alone. He'd be taking care of other people now.
But
It doesn't make sense to me.
The weird part is with Filoni being involved with it, that doesn't track to Boba Fett's backstory that Filoni wrote.
Right.
Because you saw Clone Wars somewhat, and it sounds like your coughing partner saw
Yes.
more.
Yeah.
Of
I saw
Clone Wars.
I saw it all. I watched the whole thing.
So you had Asajj Ventress
Yep.
and Boba running in a crew.
Yeah.
Together for a while.
Yeah.
And then he went and worked with Cad Bane. Like they barely even referenced that they like knew each other.
No, and I hated that.
And I don't know why they left that out, but I feel like I said, and I will continue to say it, is that they let Tamara Morrison have way too much influence on the character.
Yeah.
Who he never played.
Right.
So
And
it
he's
makes
too
zero
zen.
sense that you let him be the voice and the guiding light of this character.
Yep. I agree.
Where it doesn't make sense. None of it made sense for the character. It made sense for a character that we didn't, that isn't known as a bounty hunter and wasn't thought of as this badass. But like, you didn't have to make Boba Fett a good guy. There's no reason to make Boba Fett a good guy.
No, I didn't need Boba Fett as a good guy.
Which is essentially what they did.
Yeah, but they also made him weak.
He's very weak.
Like he was this mysterious badass bounty hunter from The Empire Strikes Back until he showed up in The Mandalorian. I mean, and there was the comics, and there's that
Even in the
animated
Mandalorian, he
stuff.
was a badass, though.
That's what I was gonna say. And in the Mandalorian, he still had that badassness about him.
Killed both Bib Fortuna at the end of that.
Right,
That was
right. And he walked up at the end of the thing and shot Bib Fortuna with no preamble, with no question.
Right now,
And
we'd
then
have to think about it.
From then on, it's like, what the hell? Yeah, they did. They punked him out. I was upset with that, and that's why I went down to a 6. I gave it a lot more thought. I actually really did sit and think about it.
Yeah, it's I don't really care about the character anymore. They've ruined the allure for me.
No,
I don't have interest in a Cobb Vanth series either. Like, I think it's a nice character to pop in and out, but I have zero interest in seeing him as a recurring character because there's
in what though? Like,
I don't need the sheriff of Tatooine.
No,
it's Star Wars. Give me space.
Yes, keep me in space. Come down to a planet every once in a while, but go back to space.
Yeah, I don't care if you go to multiple planets. Like that, they could all be desert planets. I don't care.
Right.
Just give me new characters. Give me new content. Let's stop trying to milk this nostalgia thing so hard.
I totally agree.
Because all you're going to do, as we have now proven, is the new character, the Mandalorian and Grogu, super popular right now.
Yep.
Every old character they keep bringing back and messing with is screwing up the legacy.
Yeah.
And making people not like them. Boba, Luke, that one hurt with Luke.
Yeah, no, Luke wasn't portrayed real well in that episode. Like, not really at all. Luke was pretty much a dick.
Which I did hear a long-winded argument as to why he did what he did. It's the same thing that Yoda did to him, with the option of choose the Jedi or choose your friends.
Right.
Luke chose his friends, so Grogu's following the same path.
Right.
But,
boo.
I mean, that would have been if Luke was like 10, not...
Right. Well, Grogu's what, 50?
Yeah.
Something like that?
But, like, clearly his species can speak English.
Yeah, but can he? Oh, that was loud.
Well, we knew Yoda, so he can learn it, and if he's a kid, he can learn the language.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm intrigued to see if they start playing that, and then they'll ruin Grogu by bringing in he's going to talk. And I don't, and yeah, it was one thing to see the Mandalorian transition, but then to go back to bounty hunting the way that he did doesn't really make sense either, because they turned him into a good guy.
Who?
In the Mandalorian series. So now the Mandalorian's a good guy, but now he's back to being a bounty hunter. So
right, now he's a bounty hunter again.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, we said that last week. Where is he going to store anybody he catches? Like, what are you going to do? Strap them to the bottom of the ship?
Well, he's the Darksaber. He'll just cut their heads off now, I guess.
Right. Yeah, you can just cut their heads off with the Darksaber.
So,
but that's, that's, in the kitchen.
Yeah, so we'll see. It's going to be late for a little while. We got after Peacemaker. I don't think we have anything till
Obi-Wan?
Till Moon Knight.
Moon Knight first, yes.
I think, and I think I'm the only one who watches. I think we get Young Justice Phantoms comes back before that.
And then there's all the CW stuff, which I'm still kind of not all caught up on, but I am caught up on Billions, so there's that.
That's good. Catch up on Legends.
I will. I think I'm only two. I'm still 2 behind, so I'm good there. And I'm a big Donald Faison fan, so
I think you have another week till it comes back.
Yeah, I'll be all right.
And then the Flash will be back too, and then you can hate watch the Flash with me.
No, because the new expansion for Destiny comes out next Tuesday, and that's going to take all my time up.
Okay. So, well, thanks everybody for finding the Geek Spot. We appreciate you joining us.
We do.
Joining the conversation a little bit. Tell a friend, and catch us back here next Monday when we'll talk a little Peacemaker finale.
Yeah, I'm excited about that one. Thank you, everyone. Bye.